What's up, guys? Welcome to the I Love CVille show. It's Jerry Miller. It's damn good to be with you on a chilly Wednesday across Charlottesville, Central Virginia, the Commonwealth, the country, and the world on the I Love CVille network. We're going to have a hella good time for the next 60 minutes. We're going to laugh. We're going to make fun of each other. We're going to get after it. Three comics of epic proportions on the program today. Chris Allen, Heather Gilmore, John Marg on the show today. Get ready to laugh. Get ready to cry. Get ready to get some goosebumps and say, oh shit, did he say that on the I Love CVille show. Before we go anywhere, we're going to welcome and thank everyone for joining us. I see Charlotte, North Carolina on fire right now. Give it a like and a share on any of the 12 Facebook pages you're watching this program on. We are an advertising agency and a marketing firm. Yes, John, here at I Love CVille and B&B Brands. 113 clients represented as of this morning. Two of our favorites, Scott Wagner Chiropractic and Sports Medicine, and Interstate Pest and Service Companies. Anything that interfaces with the market from those companies starts on the first and second floor of this building, our building, the Mackler Building on Market Street. Interstate started in 1969 with the first generation, Mr. Robert Wells. Now 4 generations of family running the firm. And a Commonwealth-wide working footprint. I freaking love it. I love it. I love it. Scott Wagner doing big-time things. Chiropractic care, sports medicine, physical therapy. Dr. Wagner changing people's lives. Judah Wickhauer, I am fired up. Anthony Thompson says, tight. Vanessa Jones says, what up, Chris?
That's my mom.
Studio camera. Let's welcome everyone to the show. Ma Dukes is watching right now.
Where are you from?
I'm from everywhere. I grew up in Florida, was born in Williamsburg, Virginia. Everyone thinks I'm a Yankee from New York, though. Is that what you were thinking?
You definitely have, yeah.
The Yankee tendencies. I married a Long Islander.
Oh, that's why that's where you get the douche energy from. Okay.
Long Island adjacent.
No, I'm kidding.
How
I'm
about
kidding.
the gelled hair?
Yeah,
How about the hairspray?
You look like one of those guys from like $1 Million Listings in New York.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
That Laura Joshua Altman in the house.
Little hot guy.
You $100,000 listing.
Right.
$40,000.
Yes.
$40,000.
Yes.
$40,000 rental. What do you think about that, Heather?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I can totally see you doing that.
He's a good-looking guy.
It is. It's hard to pull off, to be honest.
Thank you. I'm surrounded by beautiful people here.
No,
You're
you.
doing your 30s, right? I'm guessing you're in your 30s.
I am 27.
Oh, my God.
Gee, I'm out of here.
I'm I'm 37. I'm fucking around.
Are you wait? How old are you? 27?
37.
Oh, okay.
37.
Okay, I was gonna say, Jesus.
Before we're already getting into it. Who's Chris?
Me.
What makes you tick, baby?
Comedy.
Yeah, I love it.
What makes me tick? That's a tough question, man. It's just right now, comedy and providing for my family is what makes me tick, man. And we live in such a tumultuous time, and it's just I really feel like comedy is what people need right now. So that's honestly what makes me tick, man. It's just the climate and wanting to be a comic that's funny and poignant, you know. So. Yeah.
Your mom said you're looking good, son.
Oh, she wants something.
Call your mom, Dan. Call your mom.
Hey, I'm a black dude. I talk to my mom every day. Every day, dude. Shit. I can almost guarantee you 90% of the times if you see a black dude on the phone, he's talking to his mother.
90%.
90% of the time.
90%.
90%.
I just learned something today.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talk to our moms a lot.
Heather, you talking to your mom a lot?
Oh, my God, no. I'm avoiding her.
See? Okay. You talk to your mother?
No.
Yeah, totally.
The opposite of a black dude.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're starting to dress alike nowadays. Have you noticed that with the rappers? All the rappers are wearing like Chanel blouses. So tight jeans, diamond necklaces. It's weird.
It's
but I like it.
Yeah,
my mom she shares like Christian songs with me. That's the way we communicate.
Christian songs? Yeah. Which ones?
Oh, I don't know any of them. They all sound the same. So
that's pretty racist.
Why did you do that?
No, it's a true fact. That's facts.
Introduce the viewing public to you, Heather.
Yes.
Oh, I'm Heather. I get really nervous when I have to talk about myself when I'm not on stage.
Well, you're on stage now for a hell of a lot of people.
I guess this is considered a stage. I'm Heather. I live a block away from here.
Nice. Mm-hmm. What makes you tick?
I don't know. I've loved comedy since I was like probably 4, like since I can remember, and
Since you were 4?
Yeah. Making my parents laugh and stuff like that.
Right.
Connecting with people is like definitely a big thing for me, and I like to do it like through humor. And that's huge for me. Just like finding something that we all like can agree upon, but like isn't usually talked about, and like saying it on stage and getting people to be like, oh my God, me too, and then that's what makes me tick.
Jason
I love it.
Coalition or Colaton? I'm saying
Jason
Butcher's-
Colleton.
Colleton.
Oh yeah, he bought me a beer like a month ago. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jason.
Jared Berthelsen, am I saying that right?
Yes, you are.
Giving you some props
I
right
didn't know he had
now.
a
He's a maniac.
Chelsea's giving you some love right
I
now.
love Chelsea. Hey, lady.
John, last question, and then I'm staying out of the way, you guys. How about
All
you?
right.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm John Marg. I am a Yankee, living down here. What makes me tick? Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. What makes me tick? Comedy, right? That's why we're here. I've only been doing it really seriously for a little over a year now, but it's been so much fun. It's also been extremely depressing at times.
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
Why so?
because you suck when you start. You really are. Just like, you think you're good, you get on the first time, and you usually do well, and you're like, well, I guess I'm a natural. And then you learn very quickly you are not a natural. You're terrible,
Right.
in fact. Yeah. And it takes some time building up to it, but it's a good progress. As the momentum starts to build, you actually start to learn what you're doing, and it gets a lot more fun. So.
You know what? Before you got here, they were talking behind your back.
I'm sure
Very
they
well, though.
I'm sure they were.
You said
Very
you weren't gonna say
glowingly.
anything?
They said you were a local star. They
Ouch.
said you were big time.
No.
Omar Khan says, let's get it, let's get it.
I don't know who that is. I don't have any Pakistani friends.
You launched the Charlottesville Comedy page.
Yes.
Why'd you do it?
Launch, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I logged on to just have a unified spot where people can go and find comedy. And I got to give a quick shout out to my buddy. God damn it! See, now that I'm on air, I'm drawing a blank. Matt Ward.
Oh, yeah.
My buddy Matt Ward, he used to live in Knoxville. Now he lives in Columbus. But when I went down there years ago, he had a Knoxville comedy page, and everything that you needed to know about the Knoxville comedy page was about the Knoxville comedy scene was on that page, and he was so detailed to the point where he would even have like a comic of the week. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. There's something comics can shoot for. I don't have to go around and ask 8 different people where the shows are. Everything was right there on the one page, and I thought it was very convenient. And it just gives people less of an excuse to miss shows.
Are they still doing that? Because I lived down there and I had no idea what was
Really,
going
I don't
on.
know if
Yeah.
it's still up and running, but this is years ago, man. So, but Knoxville's a good scene too. But yeah, when Matt Ward was down there, dude, he was running a tight ship. But I kind of got the idea from him. So
I love it. So
Sorry.
you reached out to us. You said, let's get some comedy on the I Love CVille show.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's get back in those DMs and send you a DM.
Yeah,
My
really
DM
quickly.
was legit.
Yeah, it
not a
was.
sketchy DM.
It didn't feel sketchy.
You're getting
It was a little
props
sketchy.
from Ray Cadell. Justin Carlisle says, I know you're looking for comedians for a show. Watch these guys. We got the Southern watching the program right now. Anthony Thompson, what up, what up? He's giving you some props and laughing.
Richmond.
I'm getting
Yeah.
out of the way. Show's yours.
No, it is not mine,
Anywhere you
Jerry.
want to go. Anywhere you want to go.
No, Jerry. I want to talk to you, Jerry. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You doing well?
I love human connection like you guys do.
I can tell.
There you go.
I can tell you do. You've been typing the entire time we've been talking, Jerry.
Yeah.
What is it you love about comedy?
What do you mean? What? I don't
Besides
even know.
making people laugh.
I love it and I hate it, but that's how it is. I
Yes.
love it because it's addictive.
Thanks.
It's
Yeah.
really addictive. You get on stage, you have a good night, and you're like,
It's the adrenaline.
you want some more of that, and then you have a bad night, and you're humbled, but you need to be humbled sometimes. So, but then you hate yourself for like 2 to 3 days, and then
That's about
it's the
right.
circle
Yeah,
of
that's why-
life. It's the circle of life. Yeah.
What's the comedy scene like in Charlottesville?
It's growing. man.
It's growing.
Yeah.
She produces a couple shows. You've done a couple of shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's growing.
Yeah,
and
we're
honestly,
trying to
it
get
all
up.
starts at the Southern with Chris's show.
Yeah, with his open mic on Mondays, it's huge. We've been
Yes.
moving to there's a small room usually that we do the open mics, and then lately we've been getting huge numbers and moving to the big room where huge acts usually perform. So
Right.
it's been legit.
People in Richmond
wow.
saying jokes. Give us some jokes. Did one of you guys MC a UVA baseball fundraiser?
No.
That was not
Don't.
me.
I think
Baseball.
someone
Don't
thinks
know the
that
baseballs.
you MC the UVA baseball fundraiser over here. You would take that gig though.
It depends. Actually, I probably would.
Brian Van Gogh says Jerry's going to get whiplashed on today's show.
He is.
Yes, I am. I say bring it.
Well, yeah. Well, I did a baseball show back in my hometown in Rochester. The Rochester Red Wings. They wanted to advertise the club, so in between innings, we did jokes.
Ooh.
So yeah.
How did that go?
It went.
Baseball material or
they
just?
did not like it. Yeah, most of the team didn't speak English anyway, so they are from the Dominican, so Dominican Republic. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it was fun. It was fun, man. It is scary, but all you had to do was find two people paying attention and talk to them, and it went fine. Yeah. It was about 35, 40 seconds worth of time. So, but it does suck when you got like 10,000 people just eating hot dogs and singing and stuff, and you're trying to tell jokes and no one's paying attention. But it was still fun.
I love it. I love it. Do you find an alter ego when you get on stage? I feel like when I do this or when I was doing radio and television, I went into this like amplified version of myself.
Yes, you did today. You went from nothing to like you just did 4 lines of coke.
You pulled them socks up and you were on, baby.
You blossomed like a flower.
I don't know about
Jesus.
Like an alternative like personality, but you turn it up a little bit, maybe add a little extra 10% to who you are, but you don't want to be completely different or you're gonna run out of material of that fake person you're trying to be, right? You got to be somewhat yourself so you can draw and stuff.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
Where are you finding your material?
Real life.
Yeah, for the most part.
Horrible experiences in my life.
Yeah.
Great experiences.
Or some good chunky jokes.
Right.
Yeah. So turning trauma and sad stuff into funny.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing. That's the whole journey. Like when you first start doing comedy, you're just trying to find you're trying to make things funny. You know what I'm saying? You're trying so hard to make every little thing funny in your life. Mm-hmm. But the longer you do comedy, you slowly become you're able to make that stuff funny. Even the stuff that's good, the stuff that's tragic, the stuff that really upset you, the stuff that makes you happy. Because everyone thinks all comedy comes from places of hurt and pain, but not all the time.
Yeah,
so that's basically the journey is learning how to do that, not trying to make things funny all the time, but just finding the funny. It's kind of hard to explain, man. It's just
you explain it well.
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain because at first you're trying so hard, but again, the longer you do it, you go, oh, that's the funny part. Yeah. You don't have to go so over the top with it. You learn the little nuances of what makes things funny to everybody. So.
Best show you've ever done and why?
The best show I've ever done?
First-hand perspective.
To be honest, man, I don't like anything I do, man.
You're your toughest critic?
I am.
Yeah?
I do. I probably have about 70 or 80 sets on my phone right now, and I cannot bring myself to even listen to any of them. I hate my voice. Literally, I have
I'm over here agreeing.
97 recordings of sets that date back to 2016.
You doing these in the shower?
No, these are at clubs.
Oh, the clubs.
These are clubs, and
Okay.
these are like 20 minutes, sets at clubs that I should go back and listen to and rework my bits. But I'm just so self-conscious, and I just don't like myself so much at times where I can't even listen to it.
Jesus.
Yeah, you wanted to talk to a comic.
Yeah,
here you go.
Oh my God.
I've seen Chris absolutely have like an amazing set
true.
and come off, and I'll try and exactly.
true.
I'll try and hype him up, like, dude, that was great, and he'd be like, yeah, it was terrible.
But that
I'm
makes him more
awful.
likable.
Not true.
Yeah.
He's like automatically more likable because he doesn't like himself and
Not
he's
true.
hilarious. So
William Jones, your
works.
boy, funniest man in CVille, big bro, Chris Allen. I really appreciate the way that dude minds works. William's come on this program. That dude's a rock star.
I love him, man. That's
Yeah.
my boy. Yeah, that's my boy, Will.
If you guys had any perspective you want to relay, people keep saying jokes. We're going to get to it.
Yeah, let us be funny in the goddamn conversation. Jesus
So you guys
Christ.
want jokes? North American Sake Brewery on the 30th.
There you
We have
go.
a comedy show coming
Yeah.
up, so it'll be great material presented for you there.
Yeah.
All these cameras.
How about you on stage? The adrenaline rush, the energy when you feel in the crowd jiving with you. I'd love that. I love a killer show. I
Yeah.
agree with what you say. It's like a fix that you're chasing constantly.
So much fun.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's good.
I call it like the adrenaline junkie almost. It's the
Right.
human connection junkie.
Yeah.
Put that in perspective for us.
Well, it's the strange part about it is you never know how you're gonna feel on stage until you get on stage that night, right? Because like there's some days where I'll show up and I'm like, oh my god, I'm feeling amazing. This is gonna be a killer night, and I'll get up there, and as soon as I grab the mic, I'm like, I have nothing, I have zero energy. And other nights where I'm like, I slept 2 hours last night, I'm useless, this is gonna be brutal, and as soon as I get up there, I'm on fire, and it's just immediately clicking. So you never really know until you get going, but it's just, you kind of tune out, you kind of zone out, and you just get into the groove, and whatever time you have, it's just going.
Yeah.
Best show and worst show.
I can do worst show for both of them.
Oh.
Yeah, Chris was there. Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I'm not. Best show I had was probably, we did a roast battle in Blacksburg this summer, and that was a lot of fun. That was my first roast battle too. And
What's a roast battle?
roast battle? So like, like roasting people?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
roast
yeah.
jokes. So it's just two comedians on stage at a time trying to roast each other, going back and forth to get like 5 jokes each.
I love it.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun too because I also got to not only did the roast battle that night, but also had like a set because the headliner couldn't make his car crash or something, and so all the other comedians we kind of had to do some time as well. So it was kind of the roast battle plus a showcase afterwards. It was a lot of fun.
You got something cooking over there. I can tell, Heather.
Oh.
The wheels are moving.
Oh no, I was listening to John. I'm an active listener, as us women should be. Listening to him. I wasn't thinking about myself at all.
Yes, he is correct, by the way.
Best and worst show for you.
Well, this wasn't a show. It was an open mic, and I may or may not have partook in illegal substances. That
We do
put me
not
in-
condone that here at
We do
I
not.
Love
we
CVille.
do
Your mom's
not.
watching right now.
Yeah. And,
No, she's not. She's watching Christian.
She actually smoked crack when she was pregnant with me. I'm just joking, Mom. I was like in my head, and I was like, I suck at jokes. What am I doing? And I like went over every joke that I wrote and like kind of dissected it. And then I got on stage. And I was like, Hey guys, I shouldn't be here right now. It was not good. Definitely my worst performance of all time.
Yeah?
It's a lot of fun for us though.
Yeah.
It was,
Heather is really good, just kind of like off the cuff, I think. That's whenever she comes in, she's like, I didn't have my fucking coffee.
Yeah,
I'm this,
or I'm hangry.
I'm that. I'm da-da-da-da-da.
I'm usually fasting from the
Yeah,
weekend.
and she needs, when she's not at her best mentally, that's when she's at her best comedically.
Yeah,
A little bit of anger.
I don't agree.
I
but
do.
I feel like this has just been like I feel groovy this year anyway. So like there's like the hangry, but then there's also the groovy inside of me. So it's kind of like whatever happens with that.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
What
yeah.
are you thinking?
I think our best sets are usually right after talking to your ex. You should come in fired up about that
Yeah,
shit.
when she's a little upset, that's when
Yeah.
Heather's at her
Oh
best.
gosh, I hope he's not listening right now. He would
What's
be.
his name?
is.
I can tag him on the street.
beautiful.
No.
I can do a little Facebook stalking right now if you want me to.
Please don't.
Judah, you got that? Judah's going to get that
Please
mic right there.
don't.
Go studio camera.
Bam.
Let me throw this
Nailed it.
question
I got
to
it
you.
back up.
Pro.
Oh, look at you.
That's
You're a
probably
pro.
wrong, but
He's got
You're a
that.
pro. Jay, you want to take a look at that?
Good for Judah.
I thought we were
everybody.
gonna have to get some duct tape.
This is some comedy right now. How about you and organizing around Charlottesville?
So I was using it like at first as a distraction from like my personal life, and then I kind of like loved it, and then I got a little burnt out, but I love doing it. Yeah, it's great. It's easy. Like you just message someone, they message you back, and then bada bing, bada boom, and then you mark it, and you make some C art, some art for the page that I give myself a C for, stuff like that, and just the marketing part's kind of stressful, and you have like a lot of pressure on you, and I already have like pressure in every area of my life, but I really thrive on that, because of my,
Well, you got a
jumbly childhood.
marketing genius right here.
Oh yeah, PowerPoint wizard. So
Oh wow, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
not
yeah.
the best. But
I know. I've like in the whole year I've known you. I've never asked you what you do for a living. That's
no one wants
that's
to
the kind
know.
of friend I
No
am.
one
What do you
wants
do
to
for a
know. Marketing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sound so excited about it.
Yeah, I work for a company. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. Does marketing for a company.
Yeah,
right.
as you do mostly.
Yes.
As you do. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. You have. Do you have the most time in Charlottesville?
do I have what now?
Most time in Charlottesville living of the three? on-site?
Oh, probably. Where are you from?
I just moved here.
Do
a
you
few
guys
months-
talk to each other? Are you guys friends?
We've
I've never seen
you
him.
have no idea what he does for a living. You don't.
I know what he
from.
does. I know them.
She doesn't know what he does for a living.
Well, that's
But I know
because-
his
That's a little
soul.
different.
And that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
matters.
It's
I've
like-
lived, I've lived here about 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, about 5 years. Worst show, years ago, I was at the Cincinnati Funny Bone, now closed. It was a packed room, and man, and like the host, she's up killing. The crowd is just packed. And before she gets off stage, she goes, "Oh yeah, if these motherfuckers suck, make sure you boo their ass." And I was just like, "Damn." So this white guy in overalls goes up before me, and he eats shit. And now I'm terrified. I'm like 3 years in the con. I'm terrified. I've never been booed off stage. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I go up, and I last about 45 seconds before they start fucking booing the shit out of me. And it was not a good feeling. And I was up there with my buddy Nate Washington. And in my mind, I'm like, please let Nate bomb so we can get the fuck out of here. Because I lived in Dayton.
And he crushed it.
He fucking crushed.
Yeah.
And we had to stay the entire time. And like the show's over, he's shaking hands, kissing babies. Everybody loves him. They walk by me like, oh, that's that motherfucker got booed off stage. Damn, he sucks. He's terrible. He sucks. I'm like, this is not a good feeling. But Nate killed, and we had to stay. So
when they start booing you, do you just
I
keep
just-
doing the material?
I
or
just
is it
got off
done?
stage,
Yeah,
man.
it's like see
It
you
was.
later.
I was
Next time.
up there for, like I said, 30 seconds. It was.
Did you want to cry?
What was your first joke? Your first jokes?
Yeah.
Do you want to say them again on air?
Yeah. That's
I
what was
remember.
hard
I was
to
just
bomb
riffing.
that.
I was just like, damn, y'all didn't like him. And then it was a Thursday, and I think Bill Bellamy was there that weekend. I was like, oh, y'all showed up because y'all thought Bill Bellamy was here tonight, and he's not. And they just stared at me, and I can't remember. I tried to go into a joke, and it was just like it was like one boo here, then two over there, and then it just erupted into boos. And I just put the mic back in and just ran off stage and wanted to hang myself.
As you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
John, you got
actually
into
thought-
comedy for the ladies, right?
No, not really. Do I get that look?
No?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I give
Is it
that
the white
vibe.
T-shirt and the khaki jacket?
Yeah.
Bro, it's not khaki.
What's that? What is that? Linen?
Is that
It's
cafe?
like a polyester blend.
That's a
yeah,
terrible
it's
shirt.
Lululemon, bro.
Lululemon, bro.
Yo, check
Did you
this
pay
out.
$80 for that shirt?
Dude, it's got a
Probably.
zipper. Actually, this was a gift from my father and was not gonna fit him. So that's just right to me. So.
Ooh, the zipper.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I've no need for this yet, but someday I'm gonna have something very important put in there.
I
And
doubt it.
Yeah, probably not. But
Probably put that fucking story in that pocket.
there you go. I'll take it out for the end of the day.
Nah,
The thick-skinned nature of doing what you got. How does that get developed?
bombing.
Yeah.
Bombing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Bomb until you don't mind bombing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, you guys, we have singer-songwriters on this show, and the vulnerability of being a singer-songwriter
Right.
is like right in the same stratosphere of the vulnerability of what you guys are doing. Like, it takes
Take it.
It
back.
does, but
cojones.
here's the thing. It's like if someone can sing, no one can really go, they can't sing.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think music as it is subjective as, you might not be a fan of their music, but you can't say like, you can't say Barry White couldn't sing or
Yeah.
Shakira can't sing.
But
or-
some singer-songwriters can't sing, and they're still doing singer-songwriting.
Well, see, I've never seen
There's a
that.
certain amount of undeniableness to it, right? And also, if you're like a singer-songwriter and you have a bad set, people think, "Oh, that was a bad set." They don't think you're a bad person. If you have a bad set, it's like
Right.
a
Oh, yeah,
people come up to me
totally.
like, I hate you personally." And that wasn't like, "Hey, it was bad art." It was like, "You're a terrible human being."
Right.
Yeah. And there's always like one entitled lady in the audience to let you know that.
Always.
It's-
Always an entitled white woman in the crowd.
It's usually happens.
Are you, the comedy that you're doing, is it just like the riff? Are you literally coming in with a list of jokes ready to go?
Oh, I have a list of jokes, but then I have like the improv to kind of help me riff a little bit, like give me a little bit of a leg up in a sense. I don't know, but yeah. So I definitely need a list of jokes. I'm
Yeah.
not cocky like that. No,
I love it.
I'm not that much of a genius.
What are you thinking, John?
No, I'm thinking if you're going up there without a list, you're basically just saying we do crowd work, which is it's a roll of the dice. Like Chris I've seen Chris do a lot of.
This is also
really
a
good
lot.
crowd work. Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah, you need to have some semblance of a set list going up there,
Right.
With
Yeah.
ability to flow in and out.
Yeah, it's usually new people that are like, I'm going to go up there and riff, and then they bomb.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then-
going to tell this story about something that happened in 8th grade. And
Yeah.
all their friends want to hear that story.
I want to hear that story.
Yeah, and this is typically not funny on stage yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
not.
gotta learn the crawl before you can walk. That's the thing about comedy. Like all those funny stories of things that happened to you when you were like a kid or something in school. It's like if you're new to comedy, you're probably not gonna know how to tell that joke with all the proper beats and tempo to it. So it's just you got to learn how to tell a simple joke first, and then as you progress, your jokes can get longer and more complex and all that kind of stuff. So it's a long process, man. And when you have guys like, are you familiar with Anthony Jeselnik?
Oh yeah.
So when you have guys like that become huge, then you'll have like a rush of like, it's almost like around the first of the year, like everybody wants to go to the gym. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with comedy. Like Jeselnik will come out, Louis C.K. will come out with a new special, and all of a sudden you got this rush of all these new comics that want to do comedy, and it's just like cancer joke, AIDS joke, abusing women jokes. It's like, dude, you have to learn how to tell a simple joke before you can even get on that level of telling jokes about those type of subjects, because it's not easy. You know what I mean? You definitely have to build a lot of credibility. You have to know what you're doing in order to tell jokes of that nature.
Jimmy from Ruckus the Bulldog. Chris Allen is my favorite comedian in town. He is a legend.
Oh,
Jimmy
Jesus.
sat in that chair.
Jimmy who?
Yeah, Jimmy who?
Jimmy the legend.
I'm not.
That dude gets after it.
I appreciate. Jimmy. Yeah, he's an animal.
He is
an animal. He's on cocaine. Sorry, Jimmy.
He gets after it.
Jesus.
That's what that means.
Congratulations on the new therapy licensing, Jimmy. We love you.
He is not on cocaine at all.
Is he a sponsor?
He's laughing hysterically right now. Throw this to you here. How you've grown as a comic. Start to now. From when I first started, I was opposed to so much stuff. Like I would never write jokes for anybody. I would never perform at these type of venues. And now I'm just so open to like just doing whatever I can to get better at comedy.
You sell out.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's just you become addicted to it, man. But it is weird because I just hit my 12-year comedy anniversary.
Wow.
And
that's legit.
Oh, thanks. And it's just weird because we had the show Monday and I posted a picture of it and I'm like, holy shit, this is 12 years to the day I started my career. And I didn't think I would be 12 years later, running a mic that's semi-successful.
Yeah.
I'll say this before I get all emotional and shit. When I got orders to come here to Charlottesville, I thought my comedy career was over.
Right?
I thought it was done.
Why'd
man.
you come here?
I'm retired military.
Okay.
I was up at the base here off 29 for 5 years, and I just retired a year ago.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That's right. When you see me, fucking
give you
do
props.
what's right. That's right. Now, please leave me alone. Don't bother me. But honestly, man, I've gotten so much more, many more opportunities here out of Charlottesville than anywhere, man. Anywhere. Charlottesville has changed my life as a comic. I got into producing shows more because everything is so far away from here. I had to rely on like trying to build something here locally to get on stage as much as possible. But I do go to DC a lot. Not Richmond as much because we're growing stuff here, but man, I've become a mentor here, and I've become the old guy here. So it's been weird from like when I started in Vegas, being one of the new guys, being in Dayton and being just one of the middle guys, an up and coming guy trying to get a spot and trying to make a name for myself, and then coming here where there was almost nothing, and then having to try to build a scene. So it's been a journey and it's been fun, and I've gotten a lot of opportunities out of here, and I hope to get even more. So
how's family? I see the ring. How's the family respond to the jokes? How many jokes are involved with the better half? How many jokes involve in the family?
I am the better half. Don't get it fucking twisted. Now, honestly, quite a bit, man, because I'm starting to try to do more stuff about my life and being a father. But now that I'm retired and I'm doing comedy full time, it's really about the balance of everything. And my wife, she comes from a family of performers. Her father is an actor. He's been doing a stage plays for 40 years. And he's a thespian. She was a ballet dancer. She played in the orchestras as a youngster, go-go dance. So she understands performance and having to travel and all that kind of stuff. She's very, very supportive. But I have to be very aware of like, okay, try not to be out of the house as much when I don't need to be when money is not involved. And I know that sounds shitty, but in order for me to be successful in comedy, I have to make sure my household
no doubt.
is is doing well. So I mean, being successful in comedy and have a fucked up home life it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. You know, seeing bigger guys like Kevin Hart and all these other guys, you know, some of the pitfalls that they go through, it just makes me more aware of what I'm doing and how I behave in public, and just, you know, it makes me more cognizant of what I need to do to be a better husband and a comic and a father. So
That's legit.
yeah.
That's
Sorry,
legit.
that was freaking long.
There's the
No, that was
baby.
good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit all the fucking check marks so I can get laid tonight.
Just start with
still
I'm the
waiting for
better
Heather
half.
to go after her ex on the
no.
show.
Come on.
No.
Bring it up.
Let's not
spot
go
right
there.
now.
Let's not go. Let's not dip our toes in that pool.
We're not dipping our
No,
toes in that
that's
pool
a-
right
that's a-
there.
that's a
Not in
pool
that
of hell.
Ganges River, right?
Yeah.
Are you ripping a little brown liquor or a little sippy before you get on stage?
No, actually, comedy helped me stop drinking.
Wow.
Jesus,
Yeah.
that's how you know he
That's
sucks
like
at
an
comedy.
antithesis. That's the opposite of what
Yeah.
I've ever heard.
I started doing comedy. I quit doing drugs. I know. Yeah.
I never see any of us drinking before a show.
Well, because
We're just straight edge.
it becomes like a crutch a little bit, right? At first, it helps a lot. Like the first time you get on there,
Right.
it's taking a few shots, definitely.
That was my first time.
Yep. And then you realize, okay, and then you kind of get into the habit of every time I want to go up, I'm drinking. I'm gonna have like a little bit, and then you realize, all right, I need to go up several times a week, and you're like, oh shit, I'm drinking every single night now. This is the problem. So you go,
Right.
hey, let me try and figure out how I can go up there without drinking. And then you get through that part, and all of a sudden I'm there, and I'm like, I'm going, doing comedy. I'm having fun without booze. It's like,
Right.
why do I need it when I'm not doing comedy? Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Heather,
Yes.
I like your style. I like your style because I like the quick one-hitters. I like the dry. I like that's coming off the cusp of the conversation, and you're making stuff happen right now. Throw this question to you. How have you seen Charlottesville change with comedy?
I mean, honestly, a lot of people are still unaware that there's a community, but I mean, there's also our regulars that come out. They get really excited about it. I actually have been shamelessly promoting on the CVille Moms group because I'm a mom.
Wow.
And I
Congratulations.
swear, thanks. For a decade. I got like a group of moms to come like to regular shows and stuff like that, and even started like a writing group with some moms that.
That's cool.
We should meet up, guys. It's been 8 months. I've seen it grow a lot. Like people get excited about it and come out. We have our regulars. You know, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's dope, man, because when we first started the mic like 4 years ago, there were times where it would be me, Winston Hodges, Paige Campbell, and maybe 2 or 3 other comics. I mean, like 5 comics, and no one's at the show. You know what I mean? And then it got to a point where we would have like 4 comics and the room was packed. And then it got to a point we would have 20 comics and no audience. And now we're getting to the point where it's 25, 30 comics in a full room. Yeah. So we've been up and down over the years where we, during football season, no one would show up. And then as soon as the season's over, boom, we get flooded again with all these audience members and we got new comics. Dude, it's been great. And I'm a pretty progressive guy, but I'm not like a super PC guy. But when I first started, it was me and just
You ain't PC.
Very PC. It was me and just a bunch of white dudes. Now we have female comics, black. Now I don't think we have any more black female comics. They've moved on to other things, but we have trans comics, we have gay comics, black and
awesome.
white.
Black
Samantha
Wood.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I'm not gonna say any
you're right,
names, But yeah, it's just, and honestly, the diversity, it really helps the scene.
No doubt.
It's cool, man. It does. It's changed so much. White comics, black comics, gay, straight, trans, everything, and it allows us to bring in a huge audience. And the thing is, too, Jerry, we all get along. I've been in a lot of scenes, and there's always a lot of infighting and. He said this, and he's white. This show is too white. There's too many guys on this show. Here, people care about the funny, man, and we all get along. Mm-hmm. We all bust balls, and to me, that's huge in comedy. Yeah. I started in Vegas, and in Vegas, the real shows were after the show. Like my buddies Bram Tobler, Booyah, Gooch, Matt Markman, Diaz Mackey. The shows would be fun, but afterwards we would just sit around and just bust balls and talk shit to each other. And we do that here. And honestly, that's what gives us our bond. It was like that in the military too. You just sit around and you just shit talk each other. You really get to know people. And we have a great bond here. We have a great diverse group of comics. We have a great group of regulars that come to our shows. Danny over at the Southern is very, very.
Dan Shay?
Danny Shea is
Yeah,
very supportive.
he's
Jayon,
legit.
yeah, he is.
man.
And all
Bolsini?
Yep, Jayon, yeah, they're so supportive, man. And it's just been great, man. If people see me around town, I'll get shouts out here and there. And I just really appreciate everybody coming out, man. And just,
Who is Kalila Ambrose Jones?
that's my wife, Kalila.
Kalila. She says, you got a few more check marks to get laid, sweetheart.
Damn. Let's see, what else can I, she can cook very well.
The doors to the church are now open,
There
honey.
we go. All right. I'll be busy after the show, folks.
I talk about this on the show all the time. My son's 2 years old.
Okay.
I want my little boy to grow up in like the most diverse, eclectic, well-rounded community as
Right.
possible. I am worried about Charlottesville. I am worried about down the road we are headed. And I go downtown or go anywhere, I see 5,000 to 7,000 new tech jobs coming to Charlottesville. I am worried about diversity in this community.
Really?
Especially as a young dad wanting his son to grow up in as a diverse melting pot as a community as possible.
Right.
I'm going to throw that topic to you. What
To
do you
me?
see it? Yeah.
I live in Greene County, so it's
So you got a bunch of Shiflets and Morrises over there. Dog.
it is not diverse in Greene County as much as I would like it to be. But to be honest, man, I really haven't had many issues with many people. We've had, not to get too serious, we had one racial incident when we first moved here. But other than that, people have been pretty cool, man. And where I live at is super red. There's a dude up there right now on 29 and 33 selling all this Trump shit.
That's my dad.
But is it really?
Daddy.
Is it really your dad?
Hi, Dad. No, it's
Oh,
not.
I was gonna say.
He wouldn't go outside during the day.
But people are cool, man. Like when I would walk around in my uniform, when I would pick my son up and go to Walmart, people,
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, I mean, big dudes in overalls with the big Confederate flag tattoos. Hey, thank you for your service and all that kind of stuff. But I do have my reservations about a lot of things, man. But being in the military and being in pretty diverse environments throughout my career, I think I'm more open-minded than some people. When it comes to racial stuff, I try to ignore as much as I can. But I agree, man. It is very scary raising a black kid, a boy in this day and age, to a certain degree. And my wife and I are very cognizant and aware of that. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how to fix.
Yeah. Fix the
think it's
problem,
this.
man.
But what's funny though? I will say this, man. I'm a big believer in like what you hate will end up in your family. So if you hate gay people, one of your kids or your grandkids, and I don't want to make any assumptions about these people, but you do see those stereotypical. I don't like to use the word redneck. I don't like to use that term.
I think you've used it 3 times.
Yeah, you
Have I? I really
did.
don't like to use it though because it's not fair to do. But I will say I have seen stereotypical, rednecks where I live at.
Greene County?
Up in Greene County, and they have biracial grandchildren. And now I'm not saying that they were racist when they were younger or anything like that, but I think that's a way that racism can kind of disappear when you have diversity in your family. You know what I mean? Those guys that they might have been closed-minded about interracial relationships. Now their grandkid is a black child, and it's like, holy shit! For the last 40 years, I've been thinking a stupid
Wrong.
kind of way. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Respect.
Right.
You're getting props right now. We're going to relay some props from Terrence Briss Somerville. Love seeing Chris
That's my
on
man,
here
yeah.
doing his thing. John, you're getting some props from a lot of people as well. Natalie Samiri.
Yeah, Natalie.
Elise Underwood. Azzy Akapan. Am I saying that?
Elise
Liz Carr,
Underwood, very talented singer-songwriter.
Yeah, very talented.
Corey
Also good
Price. Julia Holland. You're getting props, Heather. And we got questions coming in for you
Oh,
guys.
jeez.
I'll throw it to you, Heather, the question. Corey Price, Thea Borst, Justin Bayer,
Oh, wow.
Christiana Lynn, giving you some props. This question
She's
coming
very cool.
in
What's up?
from
Accept sister.
Adrian Eckner. Guys, you mentioned open mic nights on Monday night.
Yeah.
What do I need to know? I've been wanting to do stand-up comedy for a while. I need more information. I want to get involved.
Well, Sign-ups start at 7. We have a lot of comics coming in. So, here lately with a lot of comics, we get about 3 minutes of stage time each.
Right.
Do not go over the 3 minutes or you will gain a bad reputation.
yell at you.
Chris will yell at you. I'm legit scared of Chris when he gets mad.
No, she is not. She is not afraid of me.
Yeah,
at all. Just put that
and
out
it's
there.
a great night. It's a lot of fun, and it's a good way to, be on a stage in a big crowd and just, jump in. That's all I have to say about
Yes,
it.
come out.
Yeah,
We're there
the
every
Come
Monday.
out.
Almost.
Jimmy Smith, woohoo. Chris is finally getting big enough that I can tell people I know him. Ben House, props to everyone on this show. Danny Elizabeth, that's my brother.
Never heard of
Chris,
her.
watching the program
my
right now.
Yeah.
Do you how has your material changed? You said you're a mom of 10 years?
Oh, yeah, my son is turning 10 next weekend.
How's
Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How's would you have your kid at 14? You look like you're 25 years old.
Oh, I'm 32, but I did
Okay.
have him young at 22, and I thought I was old enough then. I was a fool.
It's the best, hardest thing ever.
What's that?
Being a parent is the best, hardest thing ever.
I
It
love
is.
it. It is a burden, but it's also like so amazing. I really,
It
really
is.
love it.
I got so many theories on that, man.
Oh, I would love to hear these.
Because
Yeah.
like if you mess up, like you're like watching issues grow into your children, which is inevitable.
Right.
But it's also like, oh my gosh, they're like the best.
It
I
is.
feel like I suck as a dad all the time.
You do.
You do.
I do. I
We
know
all
I do.
do. No, we all do. We all do.
You know?
It's a
You
balance.
You don't know what you're doing, man.
Right.
Yeah. There's no manual. I mean,
Where
there's
is
manuals,
the
but there's no
freaking manual?
Yeah.
It's the Bible, goddammit. That's what a manual is.
You should start reading your Bible.
I enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
very frustrating being a parent, but I think that's the price to pay to be around such innocence because the world is so fucked up, man. You know what I mean? And there's nothing like, honestly, no matter how shitty of a day I'm having, it's just something about picking my son up at the end of the day. And even if he has a shitty day, like when he was walking up to that car, man, and I was like, that's my boy. He loves me no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
No matter
That's my
what.
favorite thing.
It's so dope, man. I remember like before I had kids, I would see like my friends and their kids would like run up to them and grab them by the leg, and I'm like, damn it, I want that. You know what I mean? And now I do. And it's again a lot of work, but it's so worth it, man. It really is.
It is. It's awesome. And people are like, I feel sorry for people that have kids in this society. And I'm like, don't. It's still amazing. Like
It's not easy, but it's
not
great,
easy.
man.
Yeah, but it's wonderful. I
Your
love it.
material's changed?
Well, I started comedy after I had my son, so about 8-9 years ago is when I started doing comedy. But yes, it has evolved, but it didn't have to do with children.
John, you ain't got no kids, do you?
No.
Not that you know
yeah.
of.
He's a virgin.
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't.
He has to have sex first.
Yeah, just someday, we're holding out. Speaking of the Bible, everybody. But yeah, no, so I believe you guys. It sounds wonderful. I will
He would
take
be a
your
good
word
dad,
for
though.
it.
John would
fun.
legitimately be a
Yeah,
great father.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
could
my,
see it.
my,
fun.
my son is into the Switch now,
Okay.
and we play a lot of Mario. So like my house sounds like 1990s.
I thought you meant the switch from the backyard.
Oh no,
Yeah.
we don't.
I was like,
That is
Jesus
funny though.
Christ.
That is.
We got the Switch. Yeah, we don't spank in our house.
Wow.
It's
Well
it's a very white progressive household. We got
Military
Yeah, very
guy that
Green
doesn't
County.
spank.
there. No spanking.
Yeah, we have a lot of Mario Kart going on in our house,
Yeah,
too.
it's
Yeah.
a lot.
That's
It's a
all
lot
the
of
rage.
Mario
It's so
at the
fun.
house, man.
Are you Luigi?
Oh, I'm usually
Mario?
the princess, or I'm Link.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why the princess?
She's like a lightweight character. I think she's a lightweight character, and she can go faster. I don't want to get into it, but yeah. So like, there's medium, heavy
Oh, yeah.
character.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
you
is
know.
a Mario
Okay,
Kart
you know. You're
podcast.
27.
Is
You got it.
Bowser
Okay,
a
so-
heavy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bowser's a heavy character. Yeah.
he
So
can-
like,
he
actually, you can like.
wreck into people.
Yeah, you
So
can
that's-
race
okay.
better depending
Yeah.
on the weight of the vehicle with the weight of the character that you're playing, which
Definitely.
is something I
Yeah, you
learned
gotta
from my
adjust
nerdy
your
friend.
style.
Yeah.
John?
Yeah.
Video games?
Oh yeah. I've been playing the new Star Wars game. Actually, it's been pretty sweet. My girlfriend hates me because I'm dominating that game.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I miss video games.
Dude, it's so good. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If I got
No, you
a
don't-
kid,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got to change the
Yeah,
type
I
of
don't have time
games.
for anything.
Well, you got to
Yeah.
change the
More than a
game you
kid.
play. You play the game with them. Play Mario Kart. You're being a good
Playing
father.
the game of shitty diapers.
Yeah.
that's not a very
It
good
will
game.
go by so
Not a
fast,
good game.
and then you'll be like playing Legend of Zelda, and
I don't
you'll
know.
be
It's
like,
been pretty long.
You'll get there.
We're in the thick.
You'll
oh,
get
I
there.
know.
Dude.
I have a 2-year-old also. I have a 9-year-old and a
What else
2-year-old.
do you have going on that I didn't know about over here?
I got 17 grandkids.
Yep.
I would list them all, but we don't have enough time.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, young.
You'll get there. You'll get there. Cause
You got two?
I have one.
Okay.
But you'll get there. Like right now, definitely 2 is fun. But like 5 and 6, when they start to like really develop like taste for things,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
5.
you're gonna have a lot of fun.
The first year was brutal when you're carrying your kid and you feel like his head is going to fall off.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't hold him the right way.
Yeah.
Or you're going
that
down the
limp
stairs.
neck. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
dude, don't
the
even.
limp neck.
I know. Yeah, walking down the stairs, holding the railing, just super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
It'll switch. It'll switch. Like when you're terrified about the kid falling down the stairs, but when they turn like 4 or 5 and they want to walk around with the iPad, you're like, let me carry the iPad downstairs.
No. Once you have your
It's
second
like, yeah,
kid,
I
you're
don't
like,
have
let him fall down the
aftercare,
stairs.
but I got
Don't let him
healthcare.
fall down the stairs.
You
Fuck
know,
yeah,
like I
man.
saw my first kid fall down the stairs and he was like, ta-da! And I'm like, so the second one, I'm like, all right. And if he falls, he'll learn.
You hear that,
Yeah.
wife? She's watching the program right now. You
Yeah.
hear that, wife? What does your girlfriend say about your comedy and your material? Do you get after it with stuff between you guys?
no, she loves it.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's like, she just wants to make sure I'm making money. That's really all she cares about. I can say whatever I want out there. She's like, did you get paid? That's really what she cares about.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You on stage and your material, how it's changing the deeper you get into it.
I mean, I don't know about, like, you're constantly kind of changing, different things interest you. I think one thing I'm trying to do is, like, stay away from anything political, just because, not even because like, I'm saying anything crazy, but it just seems like people really don't want to hear it nowadays. People just don't
it's an
care.
escape.
A little
what
bit.
you guys do.
Yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah,
so crammed
yeah.
with it on social.
Yeah.
That why do we want that in our escape, in our time of leisure?
For sure.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you get it all day, every day, and it's just, like, even if you have some great takes, you're like, I'm not going to go talk about Trump
you
all day.
honestly, you almost have to go opposite of it.
Yep.
But then again, depending on where you are, if you try to do anything that could be remotely seen as pro-Trump, certain demographics just lose their fucking mind.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Wow.
especially like in D.C. with a lot of young white liberals, it's like if you say anything, it's just like, Jesus Christ, we get it, man.
Yeah.
You don't like the guy, but can you can you separate that for 2 seconds and just laugh at the joke?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you get it from people on the right too, because like I always give people this example. I used to think there was always people on the right that were like so open-minded and like tough and wanted to hear any type of jokes, but it's not true, man. It's not, because I've seen comics, they'll go up and they'll make a joke that involves a gay person, but it's not about gay people or punching down at gay people, and someone will lose their mind. You know, like, you can't say that, lose their mind, and you'll have all these right-wing people like, shut up, this is comedy. If you're too weak, get out of the room. You don't need to be here. And then 10 minutes later, they make a Trump joke, and that same person was like, this is bullshit. I didn't come here for that. This is supposed to be comedy. I'm like, well, 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago,
Yeah.
you were all about these gay jokes. Now it's your turn.
Oh, yeah, it's
And
so
now all of a sudden,
hypocritical.
you're pissed off. You know what I mean? It's just, it's
But the
silly,
hypocrisy's all over the place.
It
It's
really
not
is.
one. It's not right. It's not left.
it's
It's like
not.
the hypocrisy's everywhere. It's tribalism. You know, like
It
people don't want to
sucks.
admit that, but yeah, it's so annoying. So
What do you attribute that to? Is it social
people
media?
want an identity, and they
Social
want
media.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, social identity. Social
Yeah.
media has definitely just made the hornet's nest burst. In my opinion.
I think people are just like
Yeah.
that, though. I mean, everyone's got so much shit going on in their life. They can't, like, go deep into all these political thoughts, and so they got 90% of life is taken up worrying about their own problems. Then they got like a little bit of time to think about politics. They're going to oversimplify, right? They're going to
Oh, yeah.
jump to some conclusion, just
Or-
kind of make some big.
Yeah.
I think some people
general
just don't have
point.
hobbies, like,
They
and they
don't.
just need
That's
something
true.
to
Yeah.
fuss
Honestly,
about,
I
like.
need a hobby.
Yeah, honestly, man, a lot of people now, like, their identity is tied to their political beliefs. and
Yeah,
that's,
what
to
they
me,
believe in is who they are.
Yeah,
which it
exactly.
isn't.
A friend of mine was like, your political affiliation or beliefs is the least interesting thing about you. And that's so true. No matter how you feel, it's the least interesting part about you. It really is.
Yes.
It really is.
What's the most interesting part of you?
The most interesting part, man, I'm not an interesting person, man.
I don't know.
I don't think I'm not an interesting person. I mean, I don't know. Well,
You ain't boring.
I'm very boring. Ask my wife, I'm boring.
She's watching
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. She said you ain't getting laid tonight.
What's changed? Nah, I don't know. I don't know.
Just
I'm
another
me.
one.
What's interesting about you,
When
Jerry?
you say I do, you don't.
I don't know.
You know what I mean about that?
Yeah.
We're gonna leave that alone. Sorry, sweetheart. What is interesting about me? I mean, I love people. I love doing this.
All people.
I can tell you love what you do.
I do love what I do.
Yeah.
When you make your passion your profession, you don't work a day in your life. And I love showcasing the best of Charlottesville, Virginia, which is you guys.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I love using the very few talents I have, which is making people feel comfortable,
Right.
talking about themselves or what they like to do. and I love showcasing that side of people.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you running out of like cool things to talk about in
No.
Charlottesville?
No,
That's so weird.
people ask that all the time. Is that are you asking that because you guys are here today? Ooh,
No.
that was a zig right
Yeah,
there.
I think because as a
Maybe.
comic, you might feel like, "Oh, I don't know what else I got, man. I don't know. Can I
Yeah,
get,
you get in those
know?
slumps.
I've never felt that feeling once.
Really?
Not once.
That's how I felt as a comic. Man.
You seem like a
'cause-
happy person.
I love life.
Yeah.
If you love life, it can't help but love you back.
See, I wish
Just
I
don't
could.
like
I wish
tech
I could be
bros, though,
happy,
man.
man. I wish I could
We're
be
not
happier.
supposed to be happy all the time, in my opinion. but
You don't think so?
I think it's a balance. Like we're gonna have happy moments, and then we're gonna have crappy moments, and then if you accept that, then when the crappy moments come, you're like, okay, here
Isn't
they
a
are.
crappy moment a state of mind, though?
No.
You think it's an actual?
It's
I
a
could
thing.
get into
Yeah.
it
Can you-
deeper,
Get
but I
into
don't
it deeper.
know.
Can you tell that to kids in Mogadishu or
Yeah,
somebody
like if something
in the,
tragic
in the,
happens in front
in
of
the
my
Fatah
children?
in Afghanistan?
Yeah, I was gonna say if
I know
something
you're
like really
hungry.
horrible happens in front of my
Spoken.
kids,
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, it's about my perspective. No, I should not be happy right now.
Well,
So
I mean, knocking on IKEA here. I mean, I'm hoping that's not something that's happening to me.
But I think you're right. In America, most of us have.
We're so lucky.
We have most of us have not much to complain about. And I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
and
you'll
I
get
agree with that,
But
yeah.
the thing is, you're gonna get like, what about sexual assault and this and that's like, and I get that. But when you look at the big picture, I mean, America, it's just like being on the Lakers, man. It's like we got drafted to the Lakers.
We're the LeBron
Yeah,
James.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
dude.
Seriously.
Right.
yeah,
We
that's why we
have-
It's
should.
not
Yes.
irony though. It's just like
It is
when you
weird.
want to compare, we're like LeBron James. We picked the biggest, strongest black dude to describe
Yeah.
how dope America
Okay,
is.
we're Luka
But-
Doncic. We're Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's a
Everyone will be
foreigner. Get him
Luka.
out of here.
He don't
want to be
He's great though, but I'm joking.
Yeah,
but
You're
so-
an NBA fan.
yes,
I love the
I
NBA.
am. Yeah, but
You can
hockey-
have an
hockey
unhappy
guy.
moment, but like
Yeah,
you
no.
can also write out a gratitude list and have a good life. I totally.
America is dope, man.
You think about I think about this all the time. How lucky we are
Very.
randomly to be born in this country as opposed to Africa, as opposed to a war-torn country. I mean, a sperm and an egg connected,
Right.
and we got birth in America.
First of all, Africa's not that bad, but
Yeah. I was saying,
I know
there's
what
probably
you're
too many
saying.
people
But some
that,
people are like, what do you mean Africa is shitty? That's
Yeah.
what they want us to believe.
I think it's more about like the time than even the location. It's just like 2020. It's a pretty fucking great time, man.
yeah, but
like,
2020 again, and fucking goddamn Mosul is not great.
Yeah, but there's like most places are pretty good right now.
Yeah, but on the
Really
other
good.
hand, like I feel like if I was your wife, which I'm not, I feel like if
Oh,
I was
boy, here we go.
I
depressed,
like this. Keep it,
Yeah.
Brett.
I
Here
feel
we
like if
go.
I was depressed, you'd be like, no, that's not depression. Do some jumping jacks.
Okay,
And I'm like,
okay,
no, I'm
okay.
legitimately depressed.
Do you
Yeah.
have a camera in our house?
Do you do that to her? Don't do that to her.
dog.
Don't
Do you
that
have
to
a
her.
camera in our house?
Yes.
Because that's something we talk about all the time. And she's like, oh, God, here he goes again.
Yeah, how do
She's
you?
like, no,
I'm
seriously,
surprised you don't
my
have a camera
chemicals
in your
are
house.
not doing well. And you're like, no,
Yeah.
go eat a protein and shake.
Yeah, I don't
Go
know.
exercise. What did you eat? Eat some more iron.
That's very true. Working out helps.
And then,
It does help.
Yeah, how do you stay so happy, man? Because honestly, when I
Yeah.
see happy people, I'm like, what the fuck are they so happy
what's in
about?
that Yeti, bro?
I don't know,
It's
man.
iced coffee. I have 160 ounces of iced coffee a day. 4
I
or
love
5 of
coffee.
these
Coffee
cups.
helps.
Wait, you said 160?
160
That's
ounces.
over a gallon.
Yeah.
So bad.
4 or 5 of these.
Now it makes sense.
I wake
And
up
he
at 4
crashes
a.m.
at
I
7.
sleep for 4 hours a day.
He crashes
Yeah?
while watching Jeopardy.
I love my job.
That's awesome.
I love my wife.
There
I
you go.
love my kid.
There you go.
Why aren't you wearing a ring then?
Some people
because
don't.
It falls off. In the winter,
It falls
gets
off when I'm
loose.
having sex with
Yeah,
other
you know.
women. It falls off in those men's rooms at the airport. I don't know what happens.
You're just
People
reaching.
outside watching us right now.
Jerry does not have. Yeah.
No.
She's like,
All consensual.
She's like, Lakeisha Bridges Smith, go Chris, go. And
Lisa-
over that, Ian, I see you, boy, love it and keep it going.
I like how you read those in a black accent too. That's pretty dope. All right, I see you, boy.
I see you, boy.
Then we have Stephanie Miller. Way to go, Heather. I'm kidding.
I love. I love life.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love
I
Seville.
love your watch.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, you
Fucking
really,
sure,
you
I'd be
really got
happy as shit
fucking,
too,
you got
man.
real estate mogul
Yeah.
energy right
Oh,
now.
thank you. It's part of the.
Were
game
you
we
in?
do.
Were you in? Oh, are you in real estate?
Yeah, we're almost in this building.
Oh Jesus. I mean, but do you personally sell real estate?
No.
You
Just
should.
purchase.
You should.
Oh.
Oh.
You should. You could sell. I could tell, man. You could.
Well,
sell
when
some
you
shit,
when you're
Jerry.
doing what you love, it's easy.
You're right.
I want to know about the zipper and how you're going to use that on that Lululemon. You dropped 90 B's on that. You re-gifted You took it from your dad.
I did take it from my dad. I have nothing to put in here. I'm gonna put that story from earlier in there.
A set list. No,
Yeah, I'm gonna put a set list. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think if you go swimming in this, but I don't know why you would.
What does that feel like? Can you feel that material? I want to feel.
You wanna
that
wear it?
I want to feel that material.
Yeah,
Let me
feel that
feel
material, Jerry.
This is just a Lululemon ad now.
Jerry,
Feels
don't
expensive.
no, you come on, look at you. Don't
This
even
feels-
don't
Dog,
even
yeah,
try
wait,
it.
Dude, did
This
you
is
see
a
the jacket
hand-me-down.
you walked in here?
You
You
gotta-
walked in here with like a 500 jacket.
That's from Target.
That is not Target.
That is Target 100%.
That looked like ducats.
No, I don't even know it. No, that is what's the brand from Target? That new one?
Heather?
Dog, Target's above my range.
I have not been to a Target in like legit
I was
2
asking
years.
as the mom.
Oh,
You
we
don't
don't
know?
go to Target. We buy everything on eBay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legit. I'm serious.
Jesus.
Everyone's like, how do you save so much money?
eBay. Yeah.
You don't knit it?
Do I look like I have time to knit?
Maybe,
maybe I do. No, I don't know how to knit.
What's your day job?
Oh, I teach. Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Awesome. I could see you being good at that.
I don't like working with kids. This is a confession for my public. I'm just joking. I would like to. I'm going to college at UVA to get out of this industry. To be honest.
What are you getting into?
IT stuff.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say marketing.
No, but that would.
I didn't know you could.
Takes a special breed.
Kelly, who's your favorite? Ask Chris who his favorite sister. Who's your favorite sister?
I don't have any sisters.
Watch it right now.
That's Kelly. I love all my sisters the same.
How many sisters you got?
I have 2 biological sisters, and I'm going to include 3 adopted sisters. But
5 sisters in
yeah,
your life?
Yeah.
How did that shape you? Jeebus.
Ooh, I was gone, man. I left home at 18, so my sisters were like pre-teens before I left. And then my mom got an empty nest, and she started doing foster care. And I have Andrea, Keisha, and I have another sister whose name I won't say just to make her mad.
Watching right now. You got a lot of family watching right now.
Yeah.
How about you? What was childhood like for you, Heather?
Oh,
What's up,
I
Triana?
have
Sorry.
5 siblings.
You the middle?
I'm the youngest of the first 4 that came from my mom and dad, and then they divorced, and then my mom had it's a lot to explain.
You like the Brady Bunch.
That's nothing. My
She
grandma
got
had 18
remarried, and
kids.
then I have a half brother and a half sister, and then but yeah, we're all super tight. My mom. I'm sorry, Mom. She did
Not your
leave when I
mom.
was 10.
All those kids.
So yeah, I grew up with a single father, so I was basically raised by a dad.
What was that like?
It was a lot of misunderstanding. Like I would be like, Dad, I need tampons. He's like, I just bought you some last month, and I'd be like too embarrassed to explain to him that I need tampons every month. As the men in here getting comfortable for this.
I'm not uncomfortable.
Okay.
No, yeah.
I bought tampons the other day.
Yeah, so yeah, it was.
who?
What's your brand?
So I didn't have like
myself.
a woman character.
Tampax.
You can have them too.
The only like
Men
woman
can't-
that I had to like look up to is my sister, who's like a year older than me. So
What's she doing? Why you got to live up to her?
I mean, because my mom, I didn't have like a woman
Oh,
figure.
I thought you
yeah.
meant okay.
Yeah.
And how's she feel about that? We're getting deep right now. Don't you like those questions? How you feel about that?
Yeah.
I've accepted. I was angry for a long time. I was an angry teenager, and then like acceptance of who people are, and like being like, okay, well they're not the Cleavers, but they are who they
Right.
are, and loving them anyway, and loving what you can get from them, and just acceptance. Honestly, is what helped me get over a lot of anger that I had.
Yeah,
Therapy.
Christian songs help too.
Therapy.
Yeah, actually, when I was a kid, I did go to church a lot for like a hot 10 years.
You ain't going to church no more?
Oh, no. I'm planning on going back, guys.
She's watching.
Planning on
My
going
Dukes
back.
is watching.
You go to church there, Jerry?
My wife wants us to go.
Okay.
That's a no.
We got
Because of
this-
the kid?
I tried to go to church in adulthood, and it's like I feel like I'm like selling myself out for like I believe in like Jesus and God, but I don't like when you get in there, it's kind of like I feel like a hack, and like I can't.
John?
Can't do
John,
it.
what are your thoughts?
I was raised Catholic, so.
I was
Catholic.
raised
Yeah.
Southern Baptist.
Ooh.
Oh, you got that like New York accent on that one right there.
Yeah, when you have to say Catholic.
You
really
Long
needs,
Island?
Like Catholic. No, like Western Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mass.
Yeah, massholes.
How's a Catholic get into comedy? They the best comedians?
I just
They're
be
already
Catholic.
drunk.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Sexual
were-
assault
yeah, and they were
and
molested.
alcohol abuse. Like, how does that lead into comedy? I don't know.
The prayer closet.
But yeah, being Catholics, it's pretty nice, man. You can just show up whenever you want. They don't really take it too serious. They'll take whoever they want. Whoever can come in. Nowadays.
Oh, I love it.
Southern
I love
Baptist,
it.
man.
Samantha Paget, you know what that answer is to that question.
Samantha P, great
Very
Starsville
funny.
comic.
Very
She's
funny.
watching right now. They
She's-
want you guys to roast me.
No,
feel like-
he's too cute. we
Yeah,
can't
come
roast
on.
this guy.
How can I roast someone with that
We
watch?
can't- yeah,
I feel like you're gonna
yeah.
sue me. And
All right,
take
I'll do it. I'll
everything
do
I'm
it. I'll do
worth.
it.
Okay, here we go.
So the reason why you're so happy, do you come from a family of privilege? I don't know. That's not like a roast, so that's not
Bring
a real
it.
question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, did you have like parents that set you up for the
No.
real world, and like you,
I can answer. You want me
okay,
to?
yes.
I had parents that were very active and involved in my family, or in my life. I would say it was a solid childhood, and I would say it was high expectations childhood,
Right.
and a rule with an iron fist childhood.
Same here. My parents didn't fuck around.
They didn't fuck around.
Oh yeah, my dad
No.
was so strict.
Yeah, I grew up in the inner city in Rochester. My dad did not fuck around. Like
Yeah.
he wanted to know who I was with, where we were going, whose parents were going to be there. I went to private schools, but he didn't want me in public schools in Rochester. So I was set up nicely.
How'd you do in
You
private
know?
school?
I did well.
You crushed, right?
I did well. It
Yeah.
took honestly, it's an adjustment, like learning how to be like the only black dude. But over time,
You're the only black dude in the private school?
in some cases, like in my grade, I would be like the only black kid in my grade. And in my high school, there was about 1,000 students, and there might have been 50 of us, and that's pushing it. But yeah, so I mean, I've just learned.
That's like Greene County.
Yeah, I've just learned to navigate that, and it's helped me out. It's helped me out in comedy and in other facets of my life. So yeah, I'm comfortable in almost any space. I could go up to Richmond and hang out at that gun rally because I'm a gun guy. But I also, I can go to the baby concert and kick it with my people because that's where I grew up and who I grew up with. So I mean, I feel like I can hang out with any group of people.
John Marg, who does your hair? Jason Custer.
I
wants to
do.
know.
Jason
Ahmad
Custer.
Hawkins, Ball
Want
Hawk,
some
welcome
tips,
to the show,
baby. Yeah.
You do your hair?
Yeah, dude.
Who was
got
you?
Tresemme number 4 in mine.
Oh wow, man.
Tresemme.
Just
Yeah.
That is nice.
I go
Yeah.
a can a month. What's going on in your hair?
Just a little bit of some pomade. I don't even know what it is. I got it off
Pomade.
Amazon. Yeah. But I go to these dudes in town. This is called Barbershop Barber.
I hope you're
Yeah.
saying His Image Barbershop.
Yeah, you gotta
No.
you gotta go see Ray.
His image.
Razors.
Ray Cadell.
Ray.
Ray Razors. Ray
Ray
Cadell.
Check out
Razors,
Ray.
Ray
Someone
Cadell.
tell Ray Cadell that we're talking about him. I love
He
Ray
knows.
Cadell.
I love Ray.
Yeah.
He's
But,
dope.
What's he charge?
I don't know. For you, I don't know.
I know, right? Yeah.
What did they charge you at the barbershop?
$14.
Yeah,
cheap.
you got a
Pretty good.
$14 haircut.
That's pretty good though. That's pretty good. It's good comedy.
It's at least $30 where I go, but you're gonna.
$30 before tip?
Yeah.
Dang, dude, you dropping ducats.
Well, I'm raising his prices a little bit to
You
like.
dropping ducats.
Hey, I have to.
How much? What's the last time you went? 2017?
I'm going tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going tomorrow.
Because you got to work on that fade dog.
No, I know it's not faded right now.
You
but
got to
I
work on
go-
that fade
It's the
dog.
beard more than anything, to be honest.
Right, now y'all
Rays.
fucking roasting
A little
me.
bit, yeah, you
I
got
got the
Merlin
best
beard
goddamn
coming
haircut
on.
in this room.
I
I
tried
don't know.
to get
No
the
one
roast
commented on your
going.
haircut, bro. I'm just
Well, I
saying.
mean, come on.
Just
You,
saying,
that's
right?
the best roast you got is what you did?
what's that?
The best roast you got of me is what you did right there?
Ooh.
Jerry, did you come from privilege? That
I
was
just
your
wanna know-
roast.
I want to know why you
Ooh.
got a Clorox wipe as a pocket square.
I
What
do.
is
That was-
going on?
That is what I'm talking about.
Like, do you also the cleaning service here? You just pull
I
it
do.
out,
I
clean
cleaned
up?
this as well.
Yeah.
Ask them.
You can't make fun of them. People like that because they're just like, yeah,
right.
Yeah, you
love
can't.
it.
Go fuck yourself.
I
Pull
feel like
back
you're
the watch a little
untouchable.
bit.
I'm
He's
like,
like,
what
that's
do I
fucking
say?
funny.
Nothing's
You
gonna
can't
hurt
mess with
him.
Jerry. He'll bang your girlfriend.
He's like,
He's
oh
too-
yeah,
he's too hot.
he will.
He'll
That's
sue
why I'm
me.
not wearing the wedding ring.
See, that's why.
Yeah, that's right. That's why.
That's the
My
male
wife's gonna
dominance
kill me.
establishment.
Kill Jerry tonight. please.
Establishing
Yeah, yeah.
the dominance in the room.
Yeah, it's working.
What?
It's
No,
working.
come on now. I'm not
Who's the
trying
most?
to.
Let's see. Who's the most alpha male in here? I feel
Judah?
like I am.
Look at all the words
Judah.
he's saying.
Yeah.
Judas definitely alpha male.
Yeah. Charlottesville's young Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie over there.
Everyone always says nice people aren't the alphas. I mean, the quiet people aren't the alphas, but you know what? They're the strongest ones.
Real G.
Amen.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Why you say that?
I just have seen like the quiet men.
You
Oh,
like
you
that
know
I've
what it
seen in
is?
my life.
She's gotten dicked down by some quiet guys.
You like a
Yeah.
quiet
Oh
man,
yeah,
huh?
she has.
Yeah?
She's met some quiet guys with some hogs
I'm
on them.
on a no man kick.
Why you on a no man kick?
Just to, I feel like I'm in a healing space right now.
Oh, a
and-
healing space.
Yeah.
Spaces. All these
And
goddamn
you can't.
spaces now.
You can't when you're getting distracted by outside things.
Such as what?
Men.
Great penises.
Yeah?
Destroying your life.
Someone watching this program, send Heather a DM right now.
Yes.
Get up in her DMs
Yeah,
right now.
she needs a DM bad.
That's a DM.
I'm not telling you guys my secret life.
Why? What?
You got a secret life?
I want to know
What do you know
about
about your
my secret life.
kids? What?
You got a secret life?
No.
Yeah, you do.
If I had known it would go to this, I would not have planned this.
John,
It's going
jump in
here
here
now.
anywhere you want to go,
Sure.
John.
What is that? What kind of lead into that? Just anywhere?
I mean,
don't
I
know,
can
man.
ask you some questions if you want.
Hit me.
John, let me throw this to you. How did you and your girlfriend meet?
Ooh.
You
we
give
were
us the
interns.
romance story.
We were interns.
Ooh, same company?
Oh yeah. Oh
Ooh,
yeah.
scandalous.
Oh
That's
yeah.
hot.
It was. We used to schedule meetings of
QSM.
QSM. Or QMS. Quick makeout sesh.
Oh,
It was pretty
At
hot.
work? That's hot.
That's
Yeah, it was pretty
really
great.
hot.
Yeah,
quick
she's-
makeout sesh where? Your phone's blowing up, dude. People loving this right now.
Yeah, he's
Quick
the man.
makeout sesh where?
This was years ago. We've been together for like 5 years now, so this was down in like North Carolina. But
Nice.
yeah, it was pretty great. She's still awesome. She's amazing. She's the best. She really is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Got to keep it spicy in that relationship.
You keeping it spicy?
Yeah, man.
How you
Fucking-
keeping it spicy?
Dude, she is spicy. She's just a spicy person. She's the spice, I'm the mayo, right? So I'm just the bland in our relationship.
I'm the mayo.
Yeah.
She's the red pepper flakes?
She is, man. She's
A firecracker, a pistol.
yeah.
5 years. What are you waiting to ask her the question?
Oh boy.
Man, come on, dude. I thought we were cool. Dude.
You wanted me to go down this
No,
road.
Yeah, you're not
yeah,
gonna
that-
talk shit about his pocket square, and then you think
I
you
know
got
that's
the
true.
hook
That is true. Yeah, no, that's
with your $14 haircut.
That's it's a great deal, and she would
It's-
love
it's-
that deal. She's
it's
a big
not
fan
a-
of that deal. You know, we gotta be frugal these days.
Go see Ray.
Yeah, I'll go see Ray. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, baby.
Samantha, totally dab fleek right now. Adam Stoffel, Jerry, you dropped mad ducats on that IKEA table, yo. Mumford Davis, The Secret Life of the Charlottesville Comedian. I'm loving the show right now.
Ooh.
We're not going to get to all these comments, guys. Chris,
Yes.
show's yours.
And then-
You want me to start answering some questions?
Hey, come out and see us every week.
I'm going to ask questions about
Please.
you.
You can ask questions about me.
So how'd you meet the better half? You
Uh,
are the better half.
no.
So you said that. So how
Yeah.
did you meet the worst half?
The worst half.
That's what you said.
I met her. Yeah, I am the better half. No, I met her years ago. It was one of those classic stories. Like I was going through a breakup with someone else. I didn't want to go out. My buddies forced me.
You're a
Like
charming guy.
I'm not. Are you hitting on me, Jerry?
You got some game, dog.
I do, man. Jerry, don't do this to me, man. Don't do this to me. We might have to have a gay kiss right here on I Love CVille.
Gay
Yeah.
kids.
Or just a regular kiss. I met her out at a lounge. You know, you're a basketball fan, right?
Oh, I love
So
basketball.
you're familiar with Thunder Dan Marley?
Yeah.
Remember him?
Phoenix Suns.
Yes, he had. I met my wife in Phoenix. He had like a little lounge on Thursdays. Brown Sugar Thursday. So I went out.
Brown Sugar Thursday.
Yeah, you
What
wanna-
is Brown Sugar
you
Thursday? I
need-
would have gotten in.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Dude, look at my skin. I'm brown sugar,
No,
baby.
this ain't enriched white. No, sir. No, there were white people that go out there, of course. But
Powder
yeah,
sugar
I
Tuesdays.
went out. We kind of like hit it off, and we talked. But I'm not one to like really like talk to other women. So I was like, I still got a girlfriend. I got to get rid of her number, and I like threw her number away because I still had a girlfriend. But I also still had. This is how old it is. Long ago this was. I still had a house phone, and I was like, oh yeah, I called that girl from my house phone. So I went through my house phone, found her number, broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and then we basically were together ever since. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
But
I
what-
mean, I heard like a very general story
That's a
about
very.
it.
But what's funny is my wife and I were never ever like officially boyfriend and girlfriend. Our friendship evolved into a marriage.
You went from friends to married?
Yeah, it's just like we were seeing each other. She would see other people, and I didn't mind. You know, it was cool. And then like we slowly it became exclusive. And then I just popped the question one day, and we've been together ever since. So a lot of ups and downs.
How'd you pop the question?
Standard. She went out to. She's gonna hate this. She went out to go get her hair done. Right. She's gonna get it braided. And I was like, all right, when she comes back in, I'll be on one knee. So when she comes to the door, she'll see me. And she comes in the door. I'm on one knee. I got the ring up. And she didn't even get through getting her hair done. So like half of it's braided. The other one's like this weird like Don King afro. She looked like complete shit. And I was just like, damn, this is the woman that I'm asking to marry me right now. So, and she didn't look great. I'll be honest.
He ain't getting laid tonight.
not.
Yeah. He's not getting laid next month either.
Worst sex of my life with my wife. I'll tell you that too. First time we ever did, I was like, I'm never doing this again. Next night, I was like, why am I doing this? And after that, for the next 15 years, she's been blowing my goddamn socks off. So.
Oh, I love Mumford Davis. Jerry's the first one I'd blame when the gerbil goes missing.
Whoa,
Oh,
wow.
jeez, Mumford.
Mumford
He would know.
Davis.
He would know.
I don't get the reference.
Oh, well, I think we're.
Yeah, can you explain? Pull
Jimmy
it up.
Smith
Pull it
says,
up.
"Dude, you ain't getting laid for 2 months."
That's fine.
Jimmy Smith, you is so right now. All right. Who, what, when, where, why, anywhere you want to go. People want to get involved with comedy. We got a lot of people asking. Why don't you handle that question?
Yeah, you tell them.
Say the question, the thing one more time.
The who, what, when, where, why of comedy in Charlottesville.
Oh, we got shows, at the Southern, coming up at the Sake Brewery on the 30th of January. Also, my dad's birthday. We have.
He doesn't go out during the day.
He does not go out during the day, and also he has not been to one of my comedy shows since I started doing comedy
Come
9
on,
years
Dad.
Good choice, Dad.
What else? I think that's it. March, we have a show at the Gorilla Theater with some awesome comedians from Richmond coming in, DC. It's going to be awesome. I'll be hosting that one. So mark your calendars.
I think JR has a show starting at a Mexican restaurant here in town here pretty soon.
Is that official?
Yeah, he told me about it.
Okay.
I'm not sure the
Nice.
name, but it's going to be like every other Wednesday. I don't want to say the name, but
Jayon's the man.
JR, sorry.
I
My
think,
buddy JR
yeah, we're
started.
thinking about starting another mic
Yes.
soon.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
we
yeah.
definitely
So if
need
you
one.
have a venue,
if you have a
Yeah,
venue,
Please, hit us
We got
up.
a lot
Yeah.
of comics.
we definitely will prefer like a venue that has like a space that's away from your main bar or seating area. Maybe if you have a basement that seats 20, 30 people, hit us up, man. It'll be a great time for your establishment.
Yeah.
Dude, and I will totally throw this out there. Anytime you guys want to come back on to promote circuit or what's going down, anytime.
Oh.
You guys have carte blanche.
See, look at him.
Awesome,
That's how he's cutting this short.
No!
Right, yeah.
We go 74 minutes already.
Jeez, it's
Dang.
like,
This was supposed to be
it's
a
like
60-minute
Rogan.
set.
It's like Rogan.
Yeah.
We got 74 minutes.
We're gonna plug Alpha Brain here.
Yeah.
I want to
It's
know where you
ON
get, John, that shirt.
You can get that at onit.com.
Onnit.
It's ONNIT. No, it's not. That's really not.
Lululemon.
Lululemon, man, but they're racist, though. You know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why he named it Lululemon to mess with Asian people. It's true.
Yes,
He
I
did.
thought that was a
did.
lie because I was gonna do a bit about it. I was like, people always want to make everything racist. I looked it up. It is fucking true.
Fucking
man.
true. It's a great shirt, though.
Yeah.
Man,
So all you
it's
liberal
bad.
white women, you think you're better than everybody if you're wearing Lululemon.
Doing
you're
Don't knock the
lying.
yoga
Oh,
pants.
they all
I'm
are.
not knocking
They all
Yoga
are.
pants are one of my favorites, dude.
I think that's probably
CVille
top
Monster.
5 inventions of all time.
my God,
Of
I
all
love the
time.
yoga
You get
pants.
cars, air conditioning, the internet, yoga pants,
Yoga pants are where
Yeah.
it's at.
and the cotton gin from my people.
Yeah.
You got anything to say about yoga pants?
Oh, yeah, I love yoga pants. Shout out to yoga pants. But there's a difference between yoga pants and then there's like
Stretch
the cotton
pants.
ones that show things that shouldn't be shown.
Such as-
So you should Google that before you buy those.
Okay.
Please,
Yeah.
You want to leave it right there?
Why are you
I
hating
would
on
love
us?
to. I would love
We
to.
want to see that fist up there.
The camel knuckle.
Chris.
Yes, sorry. She said we could say
Or
anything.
the Yoda hand. We should call it the Yoda hand. I don't know if you saw on the
Oh.
Mandalorian, the baby Yoda.
I have.
We should change the name to Yoda.
Judah Wickower is loving that over there.
Are you like Baby Yoda, Judah? Judah?
He's
Judah,
like-
Judah?
We could bond over that.
I love this. This was fun. 75 minutes in. Catch them hopefully again on the show.
Yes, please come out and see us at
Yeah.
the Southern every Mondays. Sign up start at 7. Show begins at 8. On 3/14th, we're doing another host battle. It's me and my other buddy, Winston Hodges. We basically bring up about 4 or 5 other comics, one at a time, obviously, and they work on new material. And Winston and I have cordless mics, and we kind of interject from time to time. We bust each other's balls, but it's like a live writing session. The crowd kind of gets involved. It's a lot of fun. We did it a couple of weeks ago, and it was great. We had a lot of fun. So please check out that show. Again, March 14th at the Southern. I believe the tickets are for sale at CVille, southerncville.com. They're like $5. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
about it.
I love it. You guys
Jerry.
rock.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you,
was
Jerry
awesome.
Miller, for
Thank
having
you.
Again.
us.
Anytime,
With
always
Sake
welcome.
Brewery on the 30th.
For those just tuning in, we're going to archive the show in totality on ilovecville.com. J-Dubs, Judah Wickower, is going to take the audio and he's going to turn it into a podcast today. We will syndicate the show across our network, which is 17 Facebook pages, 17 Twitter accounts. We have the 3rd largest Instagram in the community. That's where Heather slid into my DMs, was on Instagram over there.
At Heather's Comedy Things with a THANGS.
I love it. I love it. And we're going to turn it into, and we'll put it in our newsletter, which goes out to 120,000 inboxes every morning at 11. I close the show with the same message. And it's funny that it's coming after this show. It's to treat everyone in your life how you want to be treated yourself. It's the golden rule. I feel like Charlottesville needs it more than ever. The
Right.
golden rule.
That's it.
Treat other people in your life how you want to be treated yourself. I am Jerry Miller. This is the I Love CVille show. Tomorrow we are back with the journey of an entrepreneur in Charlottesville, the founders of Fly Dog Yoga. And on Friday, Joe Lawler, who plays with the Dave Matthews Band, is going to join us for some live music on the I Love CVille show. Be easy, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
That was dope, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you have
Thanks,
such a good
Sharon.
handshake.
Yeah. Oh, always. Anytime. We should do this again.
Heck yeah.
Anytime you guys want to.